Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this one we're going to be reacting to Battlestar Galactica Season 1 Episode 3 called Bastille Day. Recap.
There were two boomers, one on Earth, one on Caprica. The one on the Galactica ends up sabotaging their water supply. And we don't see her Cylon side take control of her, but we see obviously the aftermath of it. Adama then sends everyone out to look for water because they have to ration everything. They can't survive on it. And everyone in their kind of all the other ships rely on the Galactica for water. Boomer, ironically, is the only one that finds it, but she also looks down. She doesn't look down, but she feels next to her seat, and there's an explosive, which accounts for all the explosives that were taken. At that moment, the panel kind of says there's they found a planet that's positive for H2O. The Cylon side's like, just stay quiet. Just she's battling with it on scene, where the Cylon side saying nope, don't say anything, but the human side is saying I need to tell the guy behind me I found water. Human side wins. They get their water supply. Back on Caprica, Hilo's running away from Cylons, and there's a bit where he sees Six, and he sees a Cylon behind him, and then
hang on.
The Cylon
what's his reaction to Six?
He doesn't really have one. He's kind of a bit taken back by it because the way it plays.
She's human?
I think he thinks she's human, yeah. Because the way it plays out is, it looks like he's been captured. Because there's like a bag over his head. Six takes it off. The Cylon's dead on the floor behind him. But then Caprica Boomer comes and kills Six. So essentially, it's like she's come back from the Galactica and saved him. Our theory is
did she come back or she never got on?
No, I think the story is that she came back for him. But essentially, we think that either they're trying to find the Resistance or they're trying to find where the Galactica is. There's more information about that. Gaius, on the other hand, gets put in charge of the detection program. He's
the Royal Cylon Detector.
Yeah, because out of faith, he actually got one right. He doesn't know that, but he gets put in charge of the detection program. They're like, how close are you? He's like, I need more resources. They were like, okay, fine, we'll allocate you a resource. And the first thing he does is go play poker with Starbuck. That's an interesting kind of reaction. And Apollo gets made not an advisor, but I think we were talking about it. We think he's like a consultant.
He's like a consultant / liaison.
Yeah, to basically
between the military and
the president about the military and their traditions and whatever happens, because she does go aboard the Galactica. It's like a standing of ceremony. They've got all their nice gear on and the garments and whatever. And Adama hates that. He's like, I hate doing this. So he actually tells the president, look, my father doesn't like it. He has to do it. That's why he's doing it. So she's like, I didn't know anything about that. So he ends up becoming her consultant on military affairs. That was it.
I think that is the bulk of it. So let's see what happens in this episode, Season 1, Episode 3, Bastille Day. Let's check it out. You don't need it.
I thought he mocked it last time, how much he's having or had.
Yeah, he did. Damn, he's gonna knock the whole bottle.
But the thing is, what's gonna happen when he runs out?
Good news, Colonel. We scouted the ice moon, found an entire subsurface ocean. We've registered temperatures 180 and below.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Be a bitch to work down there.
You gonna go down there?
We will have to melt the ice before we transport it up to the ships.
Sounds like a lot of manpower.
Ideally 1,000 men, sir.
Wow.
Where are they gonna come from?
Slave labor.
They are criminals and they've been sentenced to hard labor.
Oh, wow. They're gonna use those guys.
We could offer incentives. Points towards earning freedom.
A point system?
God, that's...
I have nothing to say to the personal representative of the president.
I'm still Galactica's lead pilot.
Well, I have nothing to say to him either.
Damn, ice cold.
Every man has to decide for themselves which side they're on.
You're on the same side.
I didn't know we were picking sides.
Exactly.
That's why you haven't picked one yet.
Has he not? Astral Queen.
Thousands of us are on the verge of dying from dehydration. And the good news is we have found water.
They don't care about this part of it.
Yeah.
Any man who volunteers to help us during this emergency will earn freedom points. Which can be applied toward earning
They literally
release.
called it freedom points.
Yeah. That's the worst thing about it. No one's going to come out, are they?
I mean, is it wise opening them all at the same time? Looks like you're going to have to draft them in.
Thank you for your offer. We respectfully decline.
Ooh, snap. Zarek.
Yeah.
It's Tom Zarek.
Terrorist?
Okay. Right, we have another problem.
Thing is, you won't even be able to draft them either. They've got to convince, they've now got to broker a deal with him.
Deal with our demands and
Yeah.
we'll do what you want.
You're negotiating with terrorists here. Clever.
Literally.
So who the hell is Tom Zarek?
He's a freedom fighter.
For some. Does he
Where's everyone?
still have enough anti-radiation
We're
meds?
dead, in their beds, at their desks.
I don't know. That's an interesting question, actually.
We're doing good. Real good. Hey, someone must be watching out for us.
Mm-mm.
Yep. It's your friends, the Cylons.
This all makes me so sad.
They would have destroyed themselves anyway. They deserve what they got.
Gee,
We're
thanks.
the children of humanity. That makes them our parents, in a sense.
True. But parents have to die. It's the only way children come into their own.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. They've shown them like that. They're trying to
Yeah.
make heads or tails of what they think of humanity.
Yeah. Which is clever.
We need these men of yours to help us.
They're not my men. They belong to you. I belong to you. You own us. You're the master or the slave.
All right, this conversation's gonna go badly.
Horribly wrong, yeah.
You're gonna approach it with a bit of finesse, Apollo.
I don't think you understand how critical the situation is out there. People are gonna start dying.
Hey, Stark.
You might be able to convince
Time for your
him.
break.
Oh, shit. How? He just betrayed them. Oh, mate, you... What have
Apollo,
you done?
get out of there. Get
Here
out.
we are,
Get...
Captain. It'll all be over soon.
Oh, God, they planned this as well.
They don't want to hurt us. That won't get them what they want.
Which is what?
Yeah, what do they want? More importantly, what does he want?
Lieutenant Thrace. Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you too.
Really?
No. Oh.
I wonder if she's a real blonde.
I doubt it.
He does have a thing for blondes.
He does, yeah.
Flat top. You got a need for speed, do you? Or maybe you have a hot date with your right hand.
Ooh.
I love how she's comically doing this. Like, she's telling him about what's happening. She's just
He's gonna have a
comically-
go. He's gonna have a go.
Oh,
at
yeah.
them.
Where's your mommy?
Dead. Where's yours?
A pilot blows his landings and you make a joke out of it?
Screaming at people doesn't always get the best results, sir.
Careful you don't fall off.
Speaking of falling off, glad to see you found a way to quench your thirst.
Matt, these two are gonna have.
Yeah, at
gonna
each
go-
other's throats,
yeah.
always. It's
Something,
fun, but...
something serious
wait
is
for
gonna
one of them.
happen. Yeah, exactly.
I'm waiting for one of them to punch each other again.
Yeah.
Where's my Cylon detector, Doctor?
Oh, that.
Oh, you wanted that now?
You said you had a way of detecting human from Cylon. Do you or don't you?
I don't.
I don't.
All right.
I don't think that I'm the man for this job.
If you don't tell him what he wants to hear, he's going to find you out. And when he does, they're going to tear your head off and throw your body out of an airlock!
Oh my God.
God.
This guy is cracking.
I haven't had much sleep recently.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really need to complete the project
Is a nuclear war.
is a nuclear...
Ah.
warhead.
What? No, it's not going to give you a nuclear warhead. What is going on here? Can't believe he's listening to a voice in his head, which is his voice.
Technically, I need the plutonium inside.
Technically, I need the plutonium inside.
Figure out the rest for yourself.
This is weird.
Yeah, don't give it to him.
I can construct a filter that will preferentially ionize synthetic molecules and thus deliver to you your Cylons.
Oh, damn. He might actually...
You need a Cylon for it to work on, right?
If you really think that this project has a low priority, then, you know, you're totally within your bounds to...
He's gonna end up giving it to him. He's gonna end up giving it to him. This is so weird.
Get your warhead.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Good boy.
But the thing is, it's interesting how she gave him an idea and then he ended up saying, okay, this is how we do it. It makes sense.
But she is him because she's in his head, which is weird.
True.
I demand the immediate resignation of Laura Rosalind and her ministers.
Oh, damn.
Second, I demand free and open elections to choose a new leadership and a new government that represents all of the people.
Damn, he's pretty,
That's a clever move.
yeah.
He's a criminal and a terrorist. People aren't going to give him credence.
People are already rioting over the water crisis. We can't afford to destabilize this government right now.
You need 1,000 people to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he wants, I can't give him.
We're not ready yet. Talking to Zarek.
I don't know what to do here. You need water.
He wants his crimes validated.
That's true.
I watched President Adar offer him a full pardon if he'd apologize and give up violence as a means of political change. He refused.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow. So
he's bad.
He's like not a fanatic, but he's committed to the cause.
3 assault teams, Alpha, Bravo, Constellation. We jam their Dratus, the Raptors cut through the hull.
You get a clear shot at Zarek, you take it. I want to control that ship immediately.
I'm sorry, but going back to our initial plan, we need 1,000 men to help.
Well, they think if they take Zarek out, then they might. You're cutting the head of a snake off, aren't you?
Okay.
They might comply.
Tom and I, we go way back. Long time. If you know what's good for you, you'll be nice to me.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? I wonder what you're in there for.
Mm-hmm.
No one voted for her, and yet she's making decisions for all of us. Is that democracy? We need rules. We need a leader. We need to be free men and women.
It's such a stupid, thing to...
Argument.
Yeah.
Paul is one of the gods, a lord of Cobalt. You must be a very special man to be called a god.
Really? You're going to convince him with Greek mythology? Is that what you think is going to happen?
Commander Adama wishes to speak to Mr. Zarek.
Please respond. Zeus is calling.
What does that make you?
This is Apollo. I'm fine. So are the others. They're located on the
That's
lower...
enough, thank you.
Ooh, almost.
The water shortage affects the entire fleet.
Your men are on their way, even as we speak.
Didn't think he's not stupid enough to think that they're not going to be sending anyone. Easy. Don't touch her.
I don't think I have your respect.
Hey!
Move.
Where are you taking her?
Hell is he doing?
They're willing to talk.
Sounded that way.
This is going to
I
go
don't know if they're
bad.
going to use her as like a hostage or something.
You don't want elections. You don't want your freedom. You want a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Tom Zarek's been out of the headlines, out of the news, forgotten for 20 years as he rots in a cell. And now he's got a chance to go out in a blaze of glory.
Oh, he'll make him a martyr, basically.
We've all been trained in capture.
Okay, that didn't sound trained.
I want to see how good of a sniper she is. I want to see some mad headshots here.
They're killing the hostages. Let's go.
Oh my god, that was a gunshot. Do you think he shot her?
I don't know, but it's not going according to his plan.
Did she bite his ear off?
His ear off.
What are you doing?
My ear!
Open the door, she's been
Oh
shot.
my!
Oh, she shot him as
God.
well. He shot her, sorry.
Yeah.
You all deserve to die!
Oh my God.
You first.
Don't shoot, don't
All
shoot.
teams, sniper in position.
He's gonna do it. You reap what you sow.
Oh my God, he's okay with it as well.
Look at me!
Starbuck.
Oh,
Nice.
You still have a death wish? You ready to leave this world right here, right now?
Nah, he will become a martyr. Don't do it.
Because this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna tell your men to help us get that water off the moon. And they're gonna earn their freedom. And then you're gonna get your elections.
Oh, I mean, are you allowed to say that?
No, but it makes sense.
Your call.
He's giving you what you want in front of everyone. Do you want to choose to be a martyr, or do you want to?
You let the rest of the hostages go, we'll leave this ship in your hands. They try and come after you. You can still have your last stand.
That's quite smart.
It is a smart move, isn't it?
Yeah,
you get to move around the ship. You get your own ship.
He's made it his choice.
Yeah.
Lower your weapons.
I just hope Starbuck doesn't shoot him in the head. Oh,
Starbuck?
no.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, I thought she was actually going to shoot him there.
They've agreed to organize the workforce for the water detail on the moon.
You've committed me to holding elections within the year.
Win-win.
You're serving out the remainder of President Adar's term. The articles say there's an election in 7 months. Now, if you're telling me we're throwing out the law, then I'm not a captain, you're not a commander, and you are not the president.
So much for sitting on the fence. Well done, Apollo.
He's your son.
He's your advisor.
It's like saying he's your son. It's not, he's your son. It's your son.
Oh, it's brilliant.
He gets it from your side of the family.
I believe in you, in what you're doing. And for what it's worth, 7 months from now, you'll have my vote.
Shit. Will she be alive in 7 months?
That's the other thing I was going to say. Yeah,
Completely
because she's
forgot
obviously
about that.
got cancer.
Yeah.
I know no one knows about it.
There's something I need to tell you.
He's going to find out about
The
it.
truth is, I might not be here in 7 months. I have cancer. Whether or not I survive this illness, it is of great importance to me that there's a future for the people. And I fear that knowledge of my illness will erode hope. So this has to stay between you and me.
You can count on me.
I know I can.
I don't think he'll tell anyone either.
You're Captain.
Nah.
Captain Apollo. And that's the end of the episode. Thoughts?
Got to see an interesting side of Apollo. I mean, I think it. Like I said, I think his deal actually made sense because he's basically saying to Tom, is like, look, if you work for your freedom, you'll have the right. Your people will have the right to vote.
Yeah.
And then you can make a real change because obviously the elections are eventually going to take place. But if you do it this way, then it's not really.
It's kind of a coincidence, and it works out well that President Adar, was it the previous president, that his term finished in 7 months. It works.
Yeah.
It works out really well because her dedicated survivor. I don't know what you got. Is it called the designated survivor? Sorry, the designated survivor bit will only last as long as whoever was in term in the first place. So she's only been there for 7 months.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's weird. It's like that's the term that you and I use. She isn't really a designated survivor because she wasn't kept. The whole idea of a designated survivor is that it's one person that is not there whenever a meeting.
She wasn't there.
No, I know, but she wasn't chosen to be the survivor.
Does it not work? Was it not? Was it not like there's just everyone's on the list? Everyone's on the list, and even if it's the janitor on like 200,566 on the list, he's the next president. Or just a select few. I don't know how it works.
So the way that I think the way it works is they'll choose someone, keep them away from public meetings. So they'll all gather somewhere one person won't be there. She wasn't the designated
So
survivor because she was on a trip. She was on a trip somewhere.
You're basically saying she's not a designated survivor, but she's the only one left
surviving
in this
member
government.
Yeah.
She's surviving.
So she automatically ascends to. Yeah.
Okay,
so that's just clear now. But yeah, no, like I said, but I actually thought if you got sworn in, then you actually finish the term, the 4-year term, I think it is, or something. I thought that's how it worked. But this is interesting because she technically.
That's
obviously,
a good point. Who cares? No one's questioning it. Exactly. No one's questioning it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's more, but no, but it does make Apollo does make sense. It's like, look, well, in 7 months, obviously she may be or may not be there. It's fine, like whatever. But it does make more sense. Earn your freedom, be recognized as a person of society, and then just vote however you want to vote.
Makes sense.
And do it that way. Obviously, giving them their own ship, I get it from a security perspective. Giving them their own ship is going to be quite dangerous because they could use it as a weapon. They could do whatever they want to do. But if you give them that, Apollo's obviously trying to keep both sides happy. It's like, well, instead of being locked in a cage, we'll give you the freedom to kind of walk around and do whatever it is you want to do. You're in command of this ship. How you run it is up to you. If you want to turn it into a trash pit, you can. So,
Or you can go and actually help us get ice, and in turn, you'll earn the freedom points, and you'll eventually earn your freedom. Yada yada yada.
It's a brilliant plan because there's only 50,000 people left. So it's like you don't want to kill off 1,500 people, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you obviously see it from both sides. Adam's like, well, there's nothing stopping them from doing this again, or we just essentially they just want people to just go down on this planet and do it, whatever. Yeah. So I mean, I'm quite surprised she told Apollo that she's dying, but I suppose there's a reason for that.
We'll find out in due time why, because all she's told them at the moment is don't tell anyone. Zarek, typical sort of. That is the phrase. One man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. That is a phrase, which means I think it's kind of like there's two sides to the same
That's
coin.
how you view it, I guess.
Yeah. He kind of got what he wanted in, but also not what he wanted in the end, kind of thing. Which
it was weird that it took Apollo to do it in that way and talk to him in that way for him to understand.
And also Saber's life, which probably helped.
A little bit, yeah.
See it his
I think
way.
that was a good turning point because it kind of earned him that you could have just let me die, even though he didn't know that Stark was up there. He could have just let me die. He must have seen the laser or something, whatever. But it was more, I respect you enough not to have you killed.
Yeah. A small bit on the Caprica.
Didn't know what to make of that, but you're right. The interesting point about that was that they're evaluating humanity from both sides, or the actions by both sides. One's like, this is how they're going to do it.
Parents, and the other one's like, oh, but they have to go regardless.
You know what? Sorry, on the back of that, so the Gaius bit, I was thinking about something, and I could be completely wrong, but it's almost like Gaius himself is a Cylon, and that his conscious, that's the Cylon side of things telling him something. Because we were talking about this about Boomer, obviously, like, we've never seen someone, I don't think we've seen it yet, where they...
No. I know what you're trying to say, but I tell you where it's different. The Cylon side of Boomer is actually trying to get her to do things that Cylons would want her to do. Everything Gaius is doing so that they don't catch him in his lie, or catch him that he's the one that actually set everything in motion. Everything is trying to protect himself, not trying to do what the Cylons want to do. But then the joke is, everything he was saying that she said was him saying it to himself anyway, because it was a hilarious bit.
It was
that guy's bit is hilarious.
It's clever because she told him something and she was like, right, you make the rest up. And he actually put pieces of the puzzle together, because you see him kind of like, Oh well, actually, yeah. Like,
he did. He followed her for a bit and then he put his own spin on it, kind of thing. Nuclear warhead. Clever. That is not going to be good news. Yeah. Him in charge of a nuclear warhead with 7 on the side, and then to cap it off, the
EXO and Subsol and Starbuck. They have a very love-hate relationship. I think, like I said, she was trying to bond with him.
Where's the love bit? Where's the love bit?
Oh yeah, there's no love bit. It's just a hate relationship. But they're trying to get along. You know, they're trying to get along.
I think he needs to stop drinking. As an EXO, he needs to stop it.
It'd be nice to see what his personal problems are.
Oh, that's a good point. Why he is
where he is. Yeah.
Good episode. Away from what needs to happen in the ship and more away from it, with the problems we had to deal with, which is essentially a hostage situation. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the episode and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.